I'd like to say thank you to George. I'd like to say thank you to all who are here this morning. I am Greg Loop. I'm the President and CEO here at Family Services. And I am humbled and honored to be part of such a fantastic organization that is committed to our mission of strengthening families and transforming lives, and with a vision to make it possible for every family to thrive. I am just tickled pink that we all get to be here in person, because after doing this virtually for so many years during COVID, it's nice to see everyone here again to celebrate some of the successes that have happened with families over the course of the year. And I would be remiss if I didn't ask you to help me again thanking UPMC Health Plan, that's been our presenting sponsor now for 6 years running. Give them a hand, please. And while I get the privilege of leading the agency, I would be remiss if I didn't make specific mentions to the people who make this happen. An incredible staff, but just as importantly, our executive board, who provides great leadership and guidance, our Northwest 3 Advisory Board, our Big Brothers Big Sisters Advisory Board. Many of them are here, and I'd like to specifically express appreciation this morning to Danielle Zelensky, Eric Perino, Tammy Mook, and other staff who made this year's meeting possible through their tireless planning and making it possible for all of us to be here. If they're here, would they stand, board members, staff who participated in scheduling this, and would you help me thank them this morning? Let me take just a couple minutes, please, with you this morning and share some of our recent successes. We began last year looking with the National Council on Behavioral Health and Wellness to train all of our staff on historical trauma. And we continued that throughout the year with our staff team helping us introduce trauma-informed supervision strategies. In May of this year, we collaborated with Dr. Kohler and the team at the Journey for a Trauma-Informed Life to heighten diversity, equity, and inclusion at Family Services. And over the course of this year, as a result, we've served over 23,000 families and individuals. Let me highlight some of those programs. Let me start by sharing with you that we recently had announced a collaboration with Allegheny Health Network, and we co-opened a behavioral health site at the Yorktown Center. This beautiful new space is co-located with other physical health services provided by AHN, including primary care physicians and other specialists. We now offer the services of board-certified adult and child psychiatric services, as well as primary health screenings at that site. Our in-home behavioral health services supported children and families with a wide variety of services that meet their needs in their individual homes, schools, and communities. This year, we received over $170,000 from the Office of Mental Health and Substance Abuse to help fund the recruiting and stabilization of those in-home behavioral health services. And we're proud to announce that our employee count at Family Services is now higher than before the pandemic. We have a number of staff providing services across the region, and we've been able to grow services that are much needed during the pandemic. Let me talk about our child welfare programs. Our foster care program expanded from 20 to 34 families with continued growth planned for this fiscal year. One of our families, Joe and Melissa Schwartz, was honored at the Pennsylvania Statewide Permanency Conference. They received the Permanent Family Recognition Award. Our partnership venture with our independent living program, the Snack Shack, had a successful first season. It's been designed to provide real-world experience for youth, and as a result, provided over 2,500 hours of supported employment. A new youth media development group was also created in our independent living program. Youth were trained to use videography equipment and produce a variety of media content. A partnership with the Erie United Methodist the Erie United Methodist Alliance allowed us to continue expansion of our transitional independent living apartments, helping those youth gain independence. And through a grant from the Pennsylvania Commission on Crime and Delinquency, we developed a public health messaging campaign. This co-branded campaign includes bus shelter ads, billboards, digital and print ads, and a variety of toolkits created in partnership with the Commonwealth Prevention Alliance. The pens, the notepads on your table, are a small part of this campaign. Our Big Brothers, Big Sisters programs held its signature Bowl for Kids' Sake this year, and we got to do it live at Green Gardens Lanes and raised more than $82,000. Thank you again to our longtime platinum sponsor, Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield, who helped that event be a success. Big Brothers Big Sisters held our annual appreciation dinner. It was sponsored by Arby's Foundation this year. The Big Impact Award was given posthumously this year to Brian DeFonso. He was honored at the appreciation dinner, and his wife Tina accepted that award on his behalf. We're lucky here at Family Service to have two strong mentoring programs, our Big Brothers Big Sisters program and our North Star mentoring program, part of our independent living program. I want to make a special thank you to each of the volunteers who are here this morning. Please help me by giving them a round of applause. Our volunteers, our employees, our donors and supporters, they all make it possible. And it's through their support that it allows us to produce such incredible impact each and every day. Please give them a round of applause as well. And now I'd like to take a moment to introduce Lisa Graff, who'll share with you some examples of the real-life impact Family Services has on families that are receiving services. Lisa?